the disciplinary committee, my senior, my teacher, Professor Ben Sihanya.
To have Mr. Sianya here, Professor, he was also my lecturer. I feel completely humbled and I congratulate him. Please take the Bible on your right hand and swear to the oath of office.
I, Ben Sihanya, swear by the Almighty God that I will at all times uphold the values and principles of the Orange Democratic Movement Party, Constitution, the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, the rule of law and the administration of justice, and that without fear or favor, I will and truly discharge my duties as the chairperson of the disciplinary committee of the Orange Democratic Movement. So help me God.
Congratulations.
I swear, affirm by the Almighty God that I will at all times uphold the values and principles of the Orange Democratic Movement Party Constitution, the Constitution of Kenya, the rule of law, and the administration of justice, and that without fear or favor, I will and truly discharge my duties as a member of the National Elections Board of the Orange Democratic Movement Party. So help me God. Thank you.
Mohammed Dirie, swear by the Almighty God that I will at all times uphold the values and principles of the Orange Democratic Movement Party Constitution, the Constitution of Kenya, the rule of law, and the administration of justice, and that without fear or favor, I will truly discharge my duties as a member of the National Elections Board of the Orange Democratic Movement Party. So help me God.
Thank you. Please sign the oath of office.
Thank you very much. Honorable Agnes Emily Awita.
We have Agnes Awita. Kindly take the Bible, raise it up, and swear to this oath of office.
I, Agnes Emily Awita, swear affirm by the Almighty God that I will at all times uphold the values and the principles of the Orange Democratic Movement Party Constitution, the Constitution of Kenya, the rule of law.
Your Excellency, I'm also very humbled and very privileged to have my dean. She was my dean in the university as I was doing my master's. And I want to thank you for getting us the very dignified people. Sihanya was also dean of faculty. So I'm happy and humbled to have Professor take oath and to swear to.
Allow me to correct. Allow me to correct. I am not a professor. My spouse is the professor. I'm teaching, so we don't confer professorship through marriage. So I'm just Catherine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Move to the mic.
I, Catherine Muyeka Muma, swear by the Almighty God that I will at all times uphold the values and principles of the Orange Democratic Movement Party Constitution, the Constitution of Kenya, the rule of law, and the administration of justice, and that without fear or favor, I will and truly discharge my duties as the chairperson of the National Elections Board of the Orange Democratic Movement Party. So help me God.
So, Catherine, please sign for us the oath of office. Is there anything else? Yeah, with those remarks, I want to congratulate all the members that have sworn in and congratulate Baba again for humbly giving me this opportunity to be able to do this noble duty. Thank you, members, and congratulations.
Thank you very much, my senior, for a job well done. Now
Is about teamwork in the committee, and 3, what we look forward to and we hope to do in our contribution to discipline and justice in the party and in the country. It's a privilege to serve in such a position, and especially coming from where I come, which is the academy. And we appreciate that we have this opportunity because academics we are very good at criticizing, and I treat this as a challenge to help realize the theories we have been formulating, so that there are those theories in books. It's not just an idea of criticizing the leadership, but understanding how that leadership can work and what discipline and justice means in actual practice, not in theory. So I treat this as a very serious challenge, because it's very easy to criticize. The easiest thing in the world is to criticize. Yes. How you could score that goal and that striker is not doing a good job. It's very easy. And academics, we have been very good at that. So I treat this as a very special challenge. So discipline is key to any institution, and especially a political party and the country. And all the challenges we have in Kenya and Africa is because of lack of discipline. Doing things according to the rules. And even politics, I've heard some people spreading the rumor that politics has no rules. No. That's why we have the constitution to regulate politics. And that's why we have the Orange Democratic Party constitution and the relevant rules to regulate the behavior of all of us in any party. So it's very simple. It will just be that have we followed the rules and with its fairness. And I'm glad that when I was a school prefect in Maseno, I was the only prefect who was promoted by Okumamadi, the headmaster, and he told me that because I was firm and fair. And there's no contradiction about it. Firm and fair. So that's a very, and it's simple. It's just those are the issues that, so that discipline and justice go together, and there's no problem there. My second comment is that I'm happy to be in a committee of many people whom I have heard about, and at least two whom I have worked with before. And these are, for example, Mumbi Ngaru. We have done quite a lot of work in the past, in the days of NAC, in those early days, and I really appreciated her insights and her superior understanding, as far as I'm concerned, to me, superior understanding of the political process. She was very helpful in guiding me on as we dealt with some legal issues, and I really want to recognize that. We look forward to working with you. I worked with Dr. Florence Omosa, one of the policy gurus in this republic, who understands how things must be done in a certain way and the policy background to it. So I really look forward. And of course, I discussed issues before with the other members who are going to be in that committee. For the outgoing members, we know what you have done. We know you have established a foundation, and we look forward to consulting with you as we go along. Of course, this team of the, we will have to work, of course. That my last point is basically about what we look into the future. We look forward to guidance, because there are certain, while the constitution is there and the practice has been there, we still look forward to the guidance of the party leader, the party organs and leadership generally. The SG is somebody I've also worked with elsewhere in these matters. On the Udwarang, when is somebody we met in the NAC days, when the coalition issues were developed. So we will look forward also to the guidance from the entire leadership and the secretariat. So without taking a lot more time, we really, somebody told me when we were appointed that, are you going to be the new Okikia Mayo? And I said, what an example. I've been teaching about Okikia Mayo and these days. How can I, by that they remember the days of, they were expelled, quite a lot of expulsions from Kanu those days, including, according to Professor Tieno Diambo, for some 14 fishermen in South Nyanza were expelled from the Kanu when they did not even belong to the party. So I said, what an example you are giving me. So we
party to congratulate all of you who have been appointed and to pledge the support of the Secretariat in all the activities. One of the things, Your Excellency, our members of the party must understand that you gave a very clear directive that ODM must now start listening to its members, and we need to give this party back to the membership. That is exactly what we did, and what Professor Sihanya was saying about people being critical and being theoretical and now being given an opportunity to be practical. As you know, Madam Muma is the one who chaired the task force you put together to look at all our issues regarding elections in the party. So, Madam Muma, we gave you a commitment as this leadership that you see here, the Central Committee, that the recommendations that you made will be adopted by this team. We adopted all those recommendations, which is why you could see, even in by-elections such as Kibera, we disappointed a lot of people who had already written headlines of a violent nomination exercise in Kibera. So this team here is committed to support you. And we want to also urge members of the party. The people who kick ballot boxes are not members of NEB. Madam Pareno has never kicked a ballot box or touched ballot papers. It is our members, it is the aspirants and the supporters. We want to leave that culture behind by putting in place a professional body. Nobody can accuse ODM of ignoring intellectuals. We have 2 full professors as chairpersons of these 2 committees. Simujipigie makofi hata nyinyi. Now, lastly, we have a target, Madam Chair, for NEB. Right now in the National Assembly, we have about 72 members of Parliament. 76. The target of the Office of the Secretary General is to push that number to 150 in the next election. And we identified through your task force the reason why we have been going down. Now that you are here, we want to pledge that we will work together. We must reach that target of 150 in the National Assembly. And out of that, a third must be women and young people and persons with disabilities. So with those many remarks, I want to put the ball this side now. I want to invite Honorable Junet Mohammed, who is our Director of Elections and Campaigns, to make his remarks. Then we will hear from Honorable Mbadi. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the new members of the National Elections Board, allow me to first thank the party leader and the party Central Management Committee and the entire leadership of ODM for according us the honor to serve in one of the toughest jobs there is, I believe. Allow me to also pay tribute to my predecessor, Senator Judy Pareno, and the outgoing NEB members for holding this ship steady for 12 years, serving under very difficult circumstances. Senator, as I already informed you in our conversation, our team will want to learn from your experience as we move. Please share the wisdom you have acquired on how to build and on the strengths and how to deal with the challenges. I am aware of the party's vision and desire to go through a rebirth to ensure that it walks the talk in its visionary frameworks, including its constitution and its manifesto, which are some of the best in this country, in fact, the best in the country. And a desire to have a strong people-centered political party. I am cognizant of the crucial strategic value that NEB will play in the roadmap towards achieving this vision. We humbly accept to serve and would like to make an early commitment to serve with diligence and dedication, driven by the principles of justice, fairness, and integrity. We are under no illusion that delivering on our task will be easy, but we remain firmly anchored to the belief that all the members of the party are committed to building strong party structures and processes and will support our efforts towards establishing fair processes and faithfully following them to the letter. I dare add that the success of NEB is hugely dependent on the integrity of the party members, and we urge you to truly demonstrate that you want to have a stronger electoral system. Ladies and gentlemen, our immediate priority on assuming office will be to go through the laws and regulations pertaining to our mandate, to understand them, and in consultation with other party organs and the Secretariat and the party leader, develop our operational plan and a roadmap to guide our activities. The beginning place will include a scrutiny of the membership register, which will be a primary tool of operation for the fair elections within the party. I call on all members of the political party ODM to ensure that they are registered if they intend to participate in the party elections. I would like to assure you that we will give you an honest opportunity to participate in the decisions on who will be your representatives in the party elective organs and in the different electoral constituencies when the time comes for that. Ladies and gentlemen, the ODM has always been a leader in the national efforts to sanitize the national electoral system and processes. Because of this, you are the one party whose electoral processes are most observed and scrutinized. Every member and every aspiring candidate for any office must therefore resolve to plan to play fair and let the best candidate win. 96% of the MPs in the National Assembly were elected through political parties. 98% of the women representatives and senators were also elected through political parties. This should guide all of us to know that the vehicle through which anybody will be elected to office is a political party. So the best way to get there is to join the party, be active in the party, be committed, and use the party as the place to get to parliament or an elective position. I particularly call on all our youths, both male and female, to register in large numbers and own the party and protect its processes. As youth, you must shed off the negative brand of being used as tools for messing the party processes for the short-term benefit of a few crooked individuals. I know that the strength of the party and the streamlining of its processes depends a lot on your choices. I also call upon the women, supporters of ODM, to register in large numbers as party members and resolve to make the time to strengthen the women's structures and to actively contribute to the strengthening of the party. More women must start to actively participate in politics and in party activities and elections. It was recommended by those who spoke to the task force on elections that only those who have been active in the party should be the members to be nominated in any positions of the party list. So we would want to urge that moving forward, only people who've been useful to the party should find their ways on party lists. Finally, allow me to congratulate colleagues appointed to the disciplinary committee and to wish you well as you also embark on your task. Once again, thank you very much for the honor to serve this great party. We look forward to working with all the stakeholders.
Your Excellency, Baba, all protocols observed. I am here today to say that I'm celebrating. To celebrate my party, to celebrate my party leader and the NEC and my party for having given me the opportunity and the rest of the election board members the opportunity to serve this great party. Thank you, SG and the party, for clarifying that we were not kicked out, because that was what was in the headlines yesterday. I want to say that I have diligently served this party for the last 12 years in the election board. I started as a member. I started as a member on 8th May 2008. Over the years, I have done with the election board that was sitting then, with the rest of the members, 3 grassroots elections for this party. I have, with the rest of the board members, supervised 3 primaries, 2 primaries for this great party. I want to say that we did our best. And I want to say that I could never have gotten the experience I've gotten anywhere else in election matters other than in this great party. That is why I'm saying I am celebrating. I have served my full term, 2 terms of 5 years each. Article 7.11.7 of our Constitution provides that any election board member can only serve for one term of 5 years, renewable once. I am so grateful, Baba, and the party, that I did serve my full term of 2 consecutive years of 5 years each. And I pride that over that period, the experience I've gotten is immense. There has been challenges, but I want to say that this is a great party that can withstand every other challenge that can come along the way. So that is why I'm saying I am celebrating, because this is the only party that has molded women in places of leadership. I celebrate that today as I step out as Judith Pareno, a nominated senator by none other than this party. As I step out, another lady is coming in. And not just one lady, but this is a party that takes care of the 2/3 gender rule. So many ladies are coming in to organs and very important organs of this party. I am proud to be associated. I remain a strong member of this party. I remain to serve this party. And as I wind up, I welcome the new board. Congratulations to each one of you. My only message as a person who has diligently served and has gone through and knows every other step of elections in this party is that you have been chosen as trusted lieutenants of this party. The only thing you need to do is not to betray that trust. I know you're capable. I know you're up to the task, and that is why you have been chosen. I know others will say, oh, there were shambolic nominations. This is a big party. And once in a while, we might have stepped on your toes as we do our business. We ask for forgiveness if we wronged you. But at the end of the day, we normally say, when children are so many, you are bound to step on each other's toes. But it was never intentional as we perform our duties. So come in, new election board. Thank you so much for coming in to be sworn in. None of you has been able to let down this party. That is why you have come in to be sworn in. And I ask that, I wish you well. I am available at all times to serve my party. Should you need any guidance or whatever other service that I can do, and which other board members can do, because the rest of the board members are also there, we are ready and handy, and we will be handy to be able to serve our party. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much.
At times, because apart from those whom I know very well, it's very difficult to recognize because of the mass which have been worn here. But let me first begin by thanking those officials who have handed over today to those who are incoming. As has already been said, these officials have done a splendid job to our party. They have served very diligently, and they have shown a sense of patriotism in the work that they've been doing. Our party is a party which is growing from strength to strength all the time. Every political party movement in the world has got its high moments and its low moments. Even if you go and ask the Democratic Party in the United States, the Republicans, or the Labour, or the Conservatives, they'll tell you that there are low moments. I'm sure if you ask Judy and Fred, they'll tell you about the men in black. That's one of their low moments. But even the Democratic Party will tell you of their men in black at some time, even the Labour Party. So these are not really accidents. but the lessons that a party learns from, and in order to improve and strengthen its structures going forward. As where we are today, we are an opposition party and at the same time a government party. Government in the sense that we are actually run 16 county governments. We've got 16 governors. And there are more than 16 county assemblies where we have also got majority. So in that sense, we are also a ruling party. We have got our members of the county assembly, and then at the national level, we've got our members of the National Assembly and members of the Senate. In those capacities, or in those activities, there are always issues of discipline that arise. And that's why the disciplinary committee is being created by the party to deal with matters of discipline, not only at the time of elections, but even in the course of the running of government or playing a role in parliament. Sometimes the media in this country is ill-informed about our current constitution and structure. You have the presidential systems and parliamentary systems. Before the new constitution came into power, into force, we had a parliamentary or a hybrid of parliamentary and presidential. In a parliamentary, pure Westminster type of parliamentary system, you have an adversarial system where you got opposition and the government, clearly. So the opposition's work is to keep the government in check, and most of the times oppose the government when the government goes wrong. But in a presidential system, where we've got clear separations of power, the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, things are a little bit different. Because in a presidential system, parliament as an institution is supposed to oversight the executive. So it is not only the responsibility of the minority party to oversight, even the majority parties is part and parcel of that process of oversighting. That's the role of the government. So media is giving us that, oh, the opposition is weak, the opposition is weak. No. In parliament, our members of parliament are playing their role of oversight. All of them. And even those who are in the majority party are also playing their role. That's why we've got committees in the House who have been tasked to oversight various portfolios. So don't be that ODM is not doing its role. What about Jubilee? Jubilee members of parliament have also a role to oversight that government. All the members of parliament have a role to do the work of oversighting. But this is a system that is still new. You must understand that members of parliament are still in the process of learning what they're supposed to be doing today. So we want to move forward as one united party, and we're now doing preparations. Shortly we're going to be having party elections. And the message you have sent out to all our members of the party across the country, that we want